Hey gang, have you ever had a day when you thought, I'm tired of playing with 60 card decks. I want to use 250. I'm having a day like that, so we're going to do it. That means 100 land cards and 150 other cards. Because sometimes 24 lands and 36 cards just isn't fun enough. Let's see. That one next. We'll cast a spell to prevent it from turning into nighttime. And we'll go get what we need for a board wipe. Where the heck are my planes? I was going to say, don't tell me I don't have no planes in here. I know I got planes. Alright, that's quite enough of that. Cease your nonsense. You and your pathetic little 60 card deck are no match for my 250 card deck. You won't even stay in past 5 turns. Alright, let's go show you the deck. This is Travis. Welcome to Tpull's Corner. Some people just cannot handle their board wipes. They take all their toys and they go home. So be it. As we wait for the server, we remind you, like and subscribe, will you? While we show you the deck called We Who Are About to Die. Because the secret of the deck, the sauce, if you will, is that all of them have death triggers of some sort or other. We either have something that happens when they sacrifice themselves, or we do something that makes them sacrifice themselves. The deck list will be published. I don't know that I should go through every single one of these, but to give you a flavor, we've got 4 Ashnod's Intervention to save them and bring them back. We have stuff like Gnawing Vermin that gives creature -1/-1 when they die. Sticky Fingers, when enchanted creature dies, you draw a card. We've got some stuff to go get basic lands if we need it. We've got things like Ambitious Farmhand, which can transform as well as get us planes. Unruly Mob that grows +1/+1 every time something dies. Transmogrift's Crown, we get to draw a card when a creature dies. Gixian Infiltrator, whenever you sacrifice another permanent, put a +1/+1. Whenever a creature dies, you scry 1. Whenever Splatter Goblin dies, -1/-1. And we got some other stuff in here that can bring stuff back, so to speak. When Bereaved Survivor transforms and Dauntless Avenger attacks, return target creature card with mana value 2 or less, tapped and attacking. So all the creatures in here could be legitimate targets. We got Restoration of a Ganjo, which we could take a permanent card in the graveyard, mana value 2 or less, and bring it back. Let's see, other things that bring stuff back. Let's see. Oh, we got, in case we come up against tokens, we got Bloodline Culling. Path of Peril for board wipes, Draconic Destiny. Look at all this stuff that we have down here. It's just, it goes on and on and on. Soul of Windgrace, that we can discard lands. Liesa, 2 copies of that, so when a creature dies, it just comes back right up into our hand. And other board wipes, usually the other major white board wipes, I've got 1 to populate, 2 by invitation only, which we choose to sacrifice, and that's good because a lot of the stuff has sacrifice triggers. And then Vanquish the Horde. We've got Lord Xander on the high end, which something dies, when Lord Xander dies, target opponent sacrifices half the non-land permanents they control, rounded down. We've got Dusk Mangler. That we need to sacrifice something just to bring it into play, so we're going to get a benefit from whatever creature that has a sacrifice trigger, and we're going to get a benefit if we get the Dusk Mangler in. Dreadfast Demon, sacrifice a non-demon creature and create a copy of Dreadfast Demon. Terribilista Rhino Warrior. Oh, Vivian on the Hunt. This is what gave me the idea. Let's see. So, Streets of New Capenna, mythical rare. You can sacrifice a creature for the +2. If you do, search your library for a creature card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrificed creature's mana value. Put it onto the battlefield and shuffle. And so, basically, if we can get her down, and we can sacrifice some stuff, bring out something more powerful. Next turn, sacrifice some stuff, bring out something more powerful, and so on and so forth. So this was the center. This is where I started with Vivian on the Hunt, and then I'm like, well, what can I sacrifice? You know, let me get a nice assortment of stuff that's between 1 mana to 5 mana and that kind of thing. And then the rest of this is a bunch of dual lands. You know, a lot of it's the Dominaria lands that are all tapped that count as 2 basic lands. So, 250 cards, 100 of them are lands, 150 are creatures and spells. And let's see what happens. One of the frustrating things about playing this game sometimes is you see other people get away with things and then you try and do them and it doesn't work. So, I've gone up against an unconscionable number of 250 card decks that always seem to have exactly what answer they need. Never seem to have land problems no matter what they do. And we're going to see if I have the same kind of success rate, so to speak. I don't have a turn 1, so I don't mind putting the tap land down. Gives me a white source for Siege Veteran. And what do we want to start building on? I guess we'll build on Xander. We'll go in order. We'll go in order of his little personal color pie, shall we? And Hobbling Zombie first. He's just a guy on the land. He presents no threat to you. Blah, blah, blah. Does that +1. Okay. Siege Veteran. Oh, did I say he was just a 2/2 zombie? He's a 3/3 now. He's gonna grow if you don't do something. He's gonna grow up to be a nice little boy. Should we make our Hobbling Zombie fly? Because I think the Siege Veteran's about to get singed in a second. Another Mechanized Warfare. Nice. Go away now. That's a good boy. $11-11. How do you like your Mechanized Warfare now? 2/3. He doesn't even have haste. Oh, 2 at a time. Good job. Okay, blah, blah, blah. If you do, discard a card. I don't care. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. I don't have anything there. How about we just attack with everything we got? That seems fair. I can sacrifice a creature. I'm going to sacrifice my Siege Veteran. You lost your Excavation Explosion. Oh, I still have enough mana to do this. Sweet. That means your flyer can't attack me now, right? Never mind, I think he just killed me. You top deck 2 of those? What a jip. Alright, well, I didn't miss a land drop early, so that's good news. And I did like the cards I got. I was greedy and I shouldn't have attacked. I have been appropriately chastised. Let's see if I learned from my lessons. So the name of the deck is We Who Are About to Die. That may just be me, the way I do my battles. Learn from my mistakes, folks. Don't be greedy. I was so happy we made him discard that card that could hit me in the face, and he just top decks a replacement. Just the exact same thing I made him get rid of. No big deal. Just an instant that he needed to perfectly synergize the kill shot right then and there. Siege Veteran. We'll take a Siege Veteran, I guess. Crystal Grotto's good because if I don't have the specific mana, I can go get it later. But I don't need it right now. Just because the opponent is slow compared to half of my opponents and hasn't put anything else out yet. Weatherseed Treaty. And if it's a fourth land he puts out, that may mean that we're dealing with something like a Joda deck or something like that. Let's make a mill 2 cards. Yeah, there's Legendary and Legendary. I think we're dealing with Joda here. Yeah, that's Joda. Okay, we need to go get something. I guess we'll go get a Plains. Come on, I always skim over the Plains at first. It's always in the last place you look. Of course it's in the last place you look. When you find it, you're not looking anymore. Duh. Alright, I feel like I want to attack with my Unlucky Witness. He did not want to... Did I mention these guys want to die? He's got Trample now. Disgusting. Get Mirror. Must be nice. We've got a nicely tuned deck here. Another Weatherseed Treaty. You know what I didn't put in this deck? Things to do with enchantments. No blocks. It's got Travel. Who cares? Alright. What do we want to do? That just gives it a +1, right? +1/+1. Am I going to be stuck on defense already? Let's do a Death Toucher at least. You shouldn't block that. It's like he doesn't care. And... Unlucky Witness. Who really needs 2 of those? Now they have Vigilance. Get Trample if he goes to 6. He didn't attack. Are you going to try and save Jetmir? Yes, you are. You're going to try and save Jetmir. Oh. Well. It's an additional cost to cast this spell. You sacrifice a creature. I'm going to get rid of Rada. We'll get rid of Gnawing Vermin to the sacrifice, and when Gnawing Vermin dies, we get a -1/1, so Jetmir's going to be alone. And I get to connive again. And there's another Unlucky Witness. Unlucky because you don't even get to go to the battlefield. You go straight to the graveyard. And attack with everybody. As soon as I did it, I knew it was a mistake. Jetmir's already going to die. All I had to do was pass the turn. Yeah, figure it out. I messed that up this time. Okay. But a non-rogue creature. Lay, let's bring Unlucky Witness back. Hey, twins! Hey, it is Joda. Hi, Joda. Let's go with you. Bump you up. No attacks. Are you going to attack? You can take us. You can take every one of us. You didn't do it. You didn't do it. We can discard a card soon, you know? Give me a planes. Should I keep the planes as something I can discard to get an Unlucky Witness back? No attacks. He's flooding out with lands. I can discard a card. You know what I can bring back? A Vengeful Strangler. Sweet. Next. Can I kick this? I don't think I have enough. Okay. So I can't kick that, but I can go look. All I'm going to do is go look for more stuff. I need one of these dual lands. I need blue and red, basically. Where'd you go? Oh, come on. There you are. Skipped over those the first time, too. Sorry, it takes me a while to search. Unlucky Witness. No attacks. Shout, he's got somebody now. Oh. After I spent all that time pumping up the Unlucky Witnesses. You know what? I'm not going to do it then. I'm just going to keep this stuff. Okay, here we go. Search for a basic land. We'll kick it. We'll auto-pay. We take up all of our land. 6 mana for a 5 mana kicker spell. That's fine. And then we want... It has to be basic, right? So let's go get an island so we can do Talus. And we'll attack with the Vengeful Strangler. And they should know better than to block by now from the last experience, even though I messed it up. Even though I messed up my last experience, they should still know. Alright, let's have some fun. Sacrifice 2. I'm going to choose Vengeful Strangler and a 1/1. And a scoop. He didn't want me to put the enchantment on Joda. I think even if my opponent hadn't flooded out for a couple of turns there, I think we still would have been in good shape. Because we could always chump block the Unlucky Witnesses. Ooh, nice. Alright, let's go in again. Let's keep doing it. There wasn't enough death and sacrifice. We are unsatiated. When we make a deck called We Who Are About to Die, and the theme is death and destruction and sacrifice triggers, it needs to live up to its name. I need an opponent who's not going to scoop at the first sacrifice card I play. Three lands is good. I don't have a 1-drop, so we'll play the tap land. This usually is a sign I'm going to lose because Magic gave me all of 3 different colors, and my spells are only the other 2 colors, and it's up against a very fast, cheap deck. So Magic doesn't, when it wants you to lose, it doesn't do just one thing to you. It makes sure to screw you over in at least 2 ways at once. And what better way than to put out Champion followed by Jadar? Is there any better way to do things? And to give you 2 different answers and no mana to take care of it. No way to take care of your business. I need at least 2 black lands or at least 2 white lands. One or the other. Before I die. Why are you not attacking with your champion? That's kind of weird. All right, we have 1. This could be a chump blocker, or it could be just bait for a removal card. I still need a double color, so now we're down to either 1 white or 1 black mana source. Will do. That's another zombie. That is not a zombie. It's turn 4 and he's got 6 creatures. And he's willing to attack now. Alright, I feel like I have to block there. And I need this to be a whiter black mana. Okay. Here I can get rid of Jadar at least when he dies. And I can block the champion, so I've got 1 more turn. Unless he does removal now. That's not removal, and he can't equip it this turn. That's 6 for that one. 6, 7, 8. Why don't I just get rid of that one? Because it's either it's not going to matter or it will. I could actually eliminate 2 full creatures. Are these all 2 manas? I could just use Path of Peril. Oh. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. I can draw 3 cards. I can decline there. I can discard a couple of cards. I can put down you. And that's not enough anymore. So, almost had enough for 2 different solutions. But Wizards of the Coast made sure I got all the wrong stuff up front, and then it waited until it was too late to give me exactly what I needed to survive. Ooh, look at you. Oh, never mind. We can actually do this now. Who cares? I has to be vanquished the... No, wait. It wasn't the... I did that wrong. I'm still gonna die, right? Because that's only 1 white mana source. That was the other one. If I was gonna do Vanquish the Horde, I need to do Vanquish the Horde now. I'm still dead. I'm still dead. They still did it to me. Good game. There's no way out of that. Oh, I thought I had a chance to survive. I did not. He had lethal the turn before, though. So maybe he was teasing me, too. Alright, we've had our mandatory loss against the ultra-fast zombie decks, which aren't supposed to be fast. Mark Rosewater himself talks about how slow zombies are, and they get you because there's a lot of them, and what happens? They engineer it so you can bring down a 7/6 zombie on turn 5 or something. No, zombies aren't big at all. There's just a lot of them. No, then you made the Champions card, which only costs 1, which turns into a 6/6 because of all the other zombies dying around it. That's not a big zombie at all. They just lie. They lie about everything. But we're not bitter. Just because they give us everything but white and black, and then all of our cards are white and black. Here, we'll play this anyway first. It's got a couple of colors in it. Let's start with this hobbling zombie. Made an appearance again. What? You have a trick. It's a trick. My guy still lives. How do... What? Okay, what was the trick? Were you supposed to do something there? Okay, the crown. Since we have one single black mana, that's what we choose. Our zombie not only has Death Touch, not only do we get a 2/2 when he dies, but now we also get to draw a card. Unless they have Fading Hope or something like that. But if they had Fading Hope, why did they just do that? Alright, we'll take our rewards. That's what I'm talking about. That's the good stuff right there. Gifts, huh? Let's do this. You may sacrifice another creature. Yes, I will. And we'll do that and we'll destroy Gix. Life is good. And in case you have removal, I'll get a card out of it. You have removal and you're not afraid to use it. But I get my card. Should we exile him? Sure. I got more life. Okay, what's next? I need more land. Take action! For some reason the server always slows down. Is it going slow because I've got 250 cards in the deck? Is that why it's taking so long? Does it actually have trouble between when I go to look through my planes for only 40 or 50 cards compared to a couple hundred? Okay, first things first, we need to equip this. Auto pay for the one, and then we decide what else we're going to do. And I can do that, okay. 3 or more basic land types, yes. So what do we need? We've got all the black and blue. We need one more red. Thank you. And now we get to scry. The reason I needed 2 red was for that Draconic. Oh, and that will let us search for any single card that we want in the entire deck. Okay. That's a nice card to have on hand.
Heard you needed a hero. I've got eyes everywhere.
we attack. We draw our second card. When we draw our second card, opponent loses 2 life and I gain 2 life. And we got another. And that means we can equip somebody else. Oh. Hang on. 2. Oh, I have to actually choose the 2. It stays defaulted on the black mono source. There we go. You gonna make another blue spirit creature? You are.
It's nice to see a familiar face.
I'm not afraid of Psionic Snoop. She ran herself into my fist. Oh, you discarded another Teferi? What is wrong with you? Let's see. When Novel Occultist dies, you draw a card and you lose a life. Additional cost to cast a spell. Oh, I can just do... Actually, let me get rid of you. I'll sacrifice you. Draw a card. And every time I draw a card, my opponent loses life and I gain 2 life. That's nice. And now I can afford to put this down. And you're going to chump block your Psionic Snoop. And after you lose your Snoop, you will probably scoop.
Knowledge is meant to be shared.
Knowledge is meant to be shared. I need more creatures or something. Go look for something. I need something I can sacrifice. Or something big. Something big. Ooh. Xander? Ballista. Ugh. I should do Xander, but Ballista's new to me. It's the nice shiny toy. They don't get to see what it is either. Alright, we don't have to go after Teferi, but we will. He shouldn't try and chump block me, alright? Just let that go. And we're done.
Truth still eludes me.
When Parspin dies, it deals 3 damage to any target. So, I could kill it myself, or I could wait for him to kill it. He's going to bring back a Circuit Mender, isn't he? No, he's bringing back Teferi. Interesting choice.
No matter the time or place, I'm ready to... Another mystery song?
Did you just draw a card you did not create another spirit?
There are many secrets I don't know, but not for long.
And you attacked. Oh, well, you have vigilance, of course. Okay. That part makes sense.
Now, what do we have here?
Okay. Let's see. Path to Peril is perfect. And Terra Ballista comes down. You get to go there. You get to go there. Ba-bam! It's great to be young and insane. Opponent didn't miss a land drop. Are you killing one of my guys? You're killing the one that actually does damage. Now what can you do?
You almost stopped me that time.
You can draw and discard another card.
That now.
Shall we kill him? Never mind. You know, for a deck that I was just gonna fool around with, this is kind of a fun deck. I was sure I was gonna trash this as a failed experiment. What is that, 3 wins and 1 loss? I barely play tested this. The only thing I did was... We're going to play one more. It seems to be going pretty fast. And I'm trying to remember the name of the 2-drop blue soldier that when he dies, you get to put a shield token on somebody. I got rid of like 3 of those, and I put in the ones that get rid of the tokens that do -2/-2 to the tokens, or it gives you the option of doing -5/-5 to one specific target. I took out a handful of creatures and put in a couple of cards like that. And that's the only change that I made. Now, weaknesses. Let me think. Mostly enchantments. Maybe artifacts. Okay, do we want... Oh, let's mill them. Good, got rid of Brutal Cathar. Brutal Cathar is a pain. You don't want to attack? I think you should trade. Good choice. You little... It's just a soldier deck, isn't it? Yes, it is. But you don't know what I know. You don't know that I have a Power Stone Fracture. Target you, sacrifice you, and it's 2 for the price of 1. You can tap them all and draw a card. There you go. You got use out of the officer after all. That's a good card. I don't know how many of those that I think I only have 1 maybe right now. But to tap them with the way that the soldier synergies are going, say that 3 times fast, it's easy to get 3 soldiers down. So not having to pay mana to tap that, that's a cool deal. And I missed a land drop finally. Against the quick soldier deck. You notice, quick zombie deck, quick soldier deck, the decks that the very decks that you can't afford to lose a land drop to. That's where we're losing. Missed it again. They got all the good stuff. Rare cards, mythic rare cards. I'm dead next turn, right? Yep. Didn't get any of the lands. Thank you, Magic. 100 lands in the card, in the deck. As well as some cards that search for lands, and I got none of those. But make sure to put me against, like, Azorius Soldiers, like the deck with the most winningest percentage in the current meta right now. Put me in my place. Alright, let's go ahead and show you the deck one more time. We're just going to seesaw like that back and forth. We'll go up against decks that give you a vestige of a chance, or we'll get land starved. So... I was only half disappointed, right? Because sometimes we got the land we needed, and it was the right color we needed, and other times we were frustratingly close, and other times the deck wouldn't give us anything that we needed at all. And that's really actually my experience with 60 card decks too. So, alright. Let's go in. Okay, so Broker's Veteran. That was what I originally had 4 of, and I decided to go down to 1 because I needed a little bit more removal from the small cards. But you see I have 4 Bushwhacks to go look for basic lands. I got 2 of the Dig Ups. Where's the other 3 drop down there? I got one of Path to the Festival in there. I got Scout the Wilderness in there. Did we get any of the help besides not getting any of the other 100 cards that we had for land in the deck? Did we get any of our search cards? No, we did not. We couldn't even tutor for land. So maybe we could do a little something more with this. If I'm going to keep this, if I was going to mix this up, if I was going to fix it a tiny bit, I might get rid of a couple of things. And what would I put in? I would put in probably some artifacts to be monodorks. I might put in a Celestis to allow me to go ahead and filter through my deck. Might put in the network artifact card that allows you to also exile a card from the graveyard, so we get some graveyard recursion answers in there. And we might put 1 or 2 cards in there that deal with enchantments and artifacts to destroy them. Maybe a couple of broken wings so that we could also take out a flyer here and there. That would be probably what I might try and do. So, with that, we'll leave it there. Go ahead and leave me a comment. How would you change up this deck from what you see here? I'm sort of just leaving it frozen as is so you can sort of get a nice little peek at all of it. But I know it can be hard without actually going through the entire deck list yourself. But we do have a lot of stuff that did not come up just yet. But I've seen some of it in the couple of rounds that I did playtesting earlier. Okay, but we'll leave it there. This is Travis from Tpull's Corner. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time with a new deck. Thanks. Have a good one.